Now we'll thread the machine, but before doing so we have to make sure that the bobbin winder is no longer in contact with the balance wheel. You can see the thread is already on the spool pin, and the first hook is here, the one that we've already used when we've been winding the bobbin at the top of the faceplate. Now the thread goes down to the right of the tension discs, and between the tension discs, underneath, between the tension discs, and here it goes through this little wire that has a loop in it. This is the tension take-up spring. Now it needs to go through this hole here on the arm, and I'll re-engage the needle with the stop motion screw, bring the arm up, and when we want the thread to run freely we have to press there beneath the tension discs. Now it comes down to this hook on the faceplate, and you can actually get it in quite easily just by sliding from the back, and it will go underneath. And the final hook is just above the needle clamp on the needle bar, and you can just hook it through like that. And the last thing to be done is to thread the needle, and you thread it from left to right. Won't go through? Yes, it has. There we are. We have threaded the machine. There's a little bit of excess, so we can wind it back from the cotton reel. And before you sew, make sure that it is through the presser foot and the tail at the back. This is a better view of the tension discs, so we can see where the thread is running. There's the first hook. Here are the tension discs, and the thread runs between the tension discs, up on the left hand side, through the little wire hook, and up through this hole here, which is on the take-up lever. Now looking down at the front slide plate, we'll pull it forward and take it off, and we can see that the shuttle is in place underneath. It's in place in the shuttle carriage. Turn the handle and we can see the shuttle in motion. This mechanism is known as the vibrating shuttle, and the stamp on the front slide plate gives the date of the patent as 1886. Now let's remove the shuttle. Turn the handle so that the shuttle is as far forward as possible. This machine has a shuttle release button, which makes the shuttle pop up in the carriage. Some long bobbin machines have a different shuttle carriage without a shuttle release button. With those machines, press at the pointed tip of the shuttle to make it tip up. Remove the shuttle carefully with your fingers. The reason I say that is because this part of the shuttle, this thin cut out plate screwed on the top side, is the tension spring, and it is vitally important. Never try to get a shuttle out by pulling at the tension spring with your nails, or worse still with any metal item like scissors, pins or screwdrivers. Also, I'll point out the tension screw. Do not adjust this screw except as a last resort if you have tension problems. Problems with tension can almost always be sorted out by adjusting the tension of the top thread, which you do with the tension adjustment screw here, but more about that later. Incidentally, I'm sure you will have noticed how much the shuttle looks like a steel bullet. Sewing machine manufacturers had all the precision engineering skills needed for the manufacture of arms, and many manufacturers in Europe swapped from sewing machines to guns when there was a war on.